Hi, you guys. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something that I do in my classroom. It's an oldie and a goodie, and I've adapted it by, I'm not going to take all the credit, Melanie Clevenger. She was the one that showed it to me to begin with. It's called Pat Time, and it's been around for a really long time. I've adapted it to something that I think works for my classroom, and I'm going to share a little bit about that with you. Okay, so it only requires like a little bit of I have this. That's it. Just a poster to record minutes. And what students are going to do is they're going to work for minutes of preferred activity time. Okay, and the time is up to you, like how you want to reward them in increments, right? And it also is up to you what you want to work on. Okay, so mine has changed. Of course, at the beginning of the year, we were working on those beginning of the year expectations, like walking in the hallway, doing different things like that. My kiddos know when I change it, I always announce that, like, okay, today we're going to be working on doing our small group or independent reading time. Okay, we're trying for 40 minutes. That's what we're working on. I don't want to have to stop and correct you. So that's what we're working on. So little things like that, and they build up minutes. And usually mine is on a Friday. I will try to, and usually kind of time it, and that again is up to you. You could do it every Friday. I don't have time for that. I'm sure you probably don't either. So it probably works out every other Friday. And that way they bank up about 30 minutes, usually is what they are, around. And they really, really enjoy it, and they really work hard for it. Now, the only stipulation about Pat Time is that you have to be completely caught up in your work, okay? No zeros in the grade book at this point, okay? And you will see some benefits of that as well because they really work for it. And again, you can choose what you want to work on. You can choose the increments that you want, and you can also choose the days that you want to do that. I typically do it at the end of, for sure, an end of a unit kind of thing, because we've had some, extra time if you're all done with your stuff. And they really work hard for it. I give them things like, of course, computer games, if you have that available to you. I have chess boards, I have big checkerboards, I have all kinds of card games. I try to add on a game every year, but nothing too expensive, nothing too extravagant, but they really work for it, and it seems to work.
Hi, this is Mr. Seda. I just wanted to explain to us what our bilingual LC55 is doing. We call it the Panther Store. And we've been giving out Panther bucks as a class motivation. And what materials we use is we print out these. I could share with you all if you want it. Just basically, I changed the LC number on it and then laminated them so I could keep them a little bit longer. And I printed out two denominations, kind of $1 and a $5. And I'm going to call your attention up here because I have class jobs that they're encouraged to do. And some of the people help me out passing out papers, folders when we first come into class, picking up the trash, bus call attendance, that kind of thing. So I encourage them to do their jobs as best they can. And if not, they may get fired or may get replaced. So they're encouraged to do their job real well. And then I encourage them by paying them at the end of about 2-3 weeks. I pay them a $5 bill. Sometimes I pay them $7 or whatever. And then these are some of the things. And what we do is, as a LC, we got together, so all of us kind of chip in a little bit. And then some of you may have Scholastic books where you order books and you get some reward points. So I bought some big ticketed items from that, which is free, and just use it as an encouragement. So a lot of them are looking forward to saving up so they could eat a lunch with the teachers, and that's kind of some of the big ticketed items. Some of them have been wanting to use computer time. So this is a work in progress document, but every about 3 weeks, we try to open up the Panther Store and just use it as encouragement. So I use it, from walking in the hallway, and I'll remind them that they're doing a great job using champs. So that's a great example of using champs, walking in the third tile, straight line, single file with a smile. So I give them a Panther buck. And we use it a lot for even just question and answer, who's participating, who's engaged. We use it just for about anything, and it really motivates them. All it takes is to buy one lollipop and tell them you're going to give it to them at the end of class, and they'll love it. So we of course have talked to the teachers, and we try to open it up on a Friday towards the end of the day, 15 to 20 minutes, make it quick. and then I'll call them by tables. And I have a Panther Store manager that helps me with it, and they all get involved. And some of them have been even talking, hey, Mr. Zeta, could I add to the store? Could I bring this to the store? And I said, of course. So they want to bring their own things to the store, and I encourage them that way. So the incentives is basically this sheet, and that's what they work for. They work for rewards every 2 or 3 weeks on a Friday afternoon.
Hi guys. Okay, so in my classroom, one of the things I do is I have this fuzzy system. It's just little pom-poms that you have. And so when a kid answers a question, I give them a little fuzzy, and it's sort of fun because you throw them in the air and they think it's fun to catch them and stuff. So answer questions, good behavior. As they're working around the room, I'll toss them a fuzzy. Sometimes I'm even at my small group table and I toss them out to someone who is working hard at their desk and their station or something. I even talk to them about it when they're in the hallway, that if they get a compliment for their line, everybody gets one when they come back. And so you're probably thinking, what fuzzies, what are they gonna do with fuzzies? Okay, so they come back, and at the end of the day, I have a little banker who has a job that they turn in 10 fuzzies, and they get this math money I created. It's just like a little thing I made. It has a little dollar, has Miss Schultz on it, so they can't duplicate it. And this is just math money. I believe Miss Cox does something like that too with math money that they trade in. They also take their 10 fuzzies, and so it's sort of got a two-part to it, because their 10 fuzzies not only get some math money for the dollar store at the end of the week, but they get to take their fuzzies, and depending on their house they get to go and put their fuzzies in the house for points. So of course, we're doing our house system. At the end of the week, we take these fuzzies, and my last class has so much fun because they get to dump them and they get to make them go everywhere. But they count the fuzzies, so we see who has the most fuzzies for the house, and that's who gets the points at the end of the week. But these dollar bills they'll turn in, and I know today is Friday, and so they're having fun today because they get to go to the store. I'm doing things like candies, so they might get 2 candies for $1 or a pencil for $1. I've even done, they love for some reason this year, all the flavored packets for your water bottles. So that's $1 for they get a flavored packet, like a Kool-Aid or fruit punch or something. And then chips are like $3 for a bag, or popcorn is $5. So those kind of things, they're real simple. And you can always do other things with them, like no shoes on Fridays for money. Just one of those things that is sort of fun.
I'm Laura Sanders, and I am a 5th grade ELA teacher in LC 53. And here is my CHAMPS expectations. And I have implemented a ticket system for the students that are consistently complying and following through with our expectations of conversation level, help, activity, participation, movement, and their measure of success is thinking and learning. So those students that are consistently complying are going to get a ticket, and once they earn 10 tickets, they can redeem them for some sort of class reward. Whether it's simple, it's very basic. It's take your shoes off, sit in the teacher's chair, lunch with the teacher, that sort of thing. So it's very easy, but it's also following through with the expectations that we have set as a class consistently.
My name is Casey Womack, and I'm a 5th grade teacher, and I use Class Dojo for my reward system. So students can earn points for being on task, they can earn points for helping me out, helping their friends out, they can earn points for being involved in lessons, they can earn points for having teamwork. And when the going gets tough and they get frustrated, they push through it, they get to earn some points for that. There's also a feature on here to take away points too if they need to focus on what they struggle with in class, being off task, things like that. But I can do this on my phone. I can do this on my iPad in the back of the room if I'm doing a small group. I can be back there giving out points as students are working on independent work. If we're in the hallway moving about the building, I can give out points for them walking in the hallway like they're supposed to. I give out points as often as I possibly can if there's anything I see that's being positive that students should earn points for. So on Fridays, I do a Class Dojo store, and they can earn lots of rewards. Some of them are free, some of them are more tangible. I type a piece of candy, treasure box, they can earn snacks, they can earn talkies, that's a hot one, literally. They can earn shoes off in class for a day, they can sit next to a friend for a day, wear a hat in class for a day, computer time, Sonic drinks, and gift cards. So They can also save their points every week. So a lot of my kids right now are kind of in this area. They're aiming for getting this $5 gift card. But they work really hard for these points, and they can cash them out on Fridays. They don't have to though, they can save them.
Hey guys, Miss Kennedy here. I just want to show y'all my classroom management behavior system. I've been doing this for a couple years and it's worked really well, and so I just thought I'd give you some suggestions. Maybe you take it, maybe you don't. So it's all connected to the champs. You know, they're on their voice level, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So while they're doing all that, I pass out these tickets. They're scan to win tickets, and there's a QR code on them, and each code is a different amount of points. So it's 1.5, 10, 20, and 50. So they never know how many points they're gonna get. So the more, the better, the more points they can get. So with those points, I add it to the Class Dojo website, and parents have access to this so they can see their points. Every Friday, I open up my class store and I have goodies. I also have a list of some things that they can do in class, free draw, they can eat in class. My highest one is some food, McDonald's or lunch, whatever they want. I also got the parents involved. I sent out a message and told them how this works. And I've had donations from parents. They brought some snacks, and the kids love it. They always want to bring something for the store. So it's not always me buying stuff. I got the parents involved as well. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I can send you the link to the scanning, the tickets, the document. If you need help setting it up, I'd be more than happy to.